Andrew Hutchings here, not a licensed physician and never giving medical advice. And this video is about why you might actually gain muscle while dieting and losing weight. Can be pretty short. So people think that, oh, you gotta eat to get big. And even I've made Instagram posts and YouTube videos about don't underestimate the anabolic power of food, and I've used food to help me grow. I love the strength it gives me, but also just being heavier and more body fat also just gives you more strength. But the thing is, you can also do really good while eating less, or even eating so much less that you're losing body fat. Just because you're losing body fat doesn't mean you can't be building muscle. I've been really worried that I would shrink while preparing for this bodybuilding competition. I thought, I'm hardly eating, I'm not going to be able to have good strength, good size. But the reality is, and I actually encountered this in the summer as well when I decided to lean down, I'm actually responding better to my training now that I'm eating less than when I was eating more. You mean, what? How is that possible? Well, I'm not absolutely sure, but I think it has to do with insulin sensitivity. I think that when I was eating a lot and eating a lot of junk that was high in sugar, that I was insulin insensitive to a degree. And I think now that I'm eating less, my insulin sensitivity is much higher, but I also think that when you eat a lot, that it puts a lot of burden on your body to digest all of the food. And when your body doesn't have to digest as much food, perhaps it can devote more energy to building more tissue, recovering from your workouts. So I don't know the exact reasons. All food is anabolic. Sugars anabolic, proteins are anabolic, fats are anabolic. Food is anabolic. But for whatever reason, I respond really good to food until I don't. And then I respond really good to less food. And I think also, at least for me, I know my body gets tired of having excess fat. It gets tired of being very thin, and it gets tired of being overweight. Someday, perhaps I'll stay at a constant weight. I don't know, but for now, I just go up in weight a bit, and I go down in weight a bit, and I go up, and it's not like I'm getting obese, then I'm getting anorexic. It's not like it's a gigantic burden on me to lose the weight. I mean, I am dieting pretty hard right now because there's a bodybuilding contest and there's only so much time. Probably even if there wasn't, I would just want to get it over with quickly. But yeah, it's not like I have a problem where I'm really suffering to lose the weight, then I gain it back. I choose to do this. I like to enjoy food, and then I get sick of it and get sick of being kind of fat. And then I feel good to just stop eating it. Actually, it's hard for me to lose weight until I get to that point of self-disgust. And that's not exactly what it is. I just thought that was kind of good, funny words to use for it. It's partially self-disgust, and it's partially just getting sick of it's not disgust, it's just when I have too much body fat and I'm eating too much, I just get sick of it. I don't want to keep doing it. It doesn't feel good. So yeah, don't worry. You can still put on muscle while losing weight. I'm doing it right now. Today I ate a lot of carbs. I actually kind of screwed up on my diet. I had some sugary cereal, which I didn't have that much of it, but I didn't realize that the 3.2% fat milk that I use for my cereal had 550 calories. So I had those 550 calories plus the sugar from the cereal. And that was not in my diet plan for today, but I made up for it by doing extra cardio, and instead of having steak for dinner, I'm having eggs. Also, I think part of the reason, but I'm going to make another video about this, that I am able to put on muscle while losing weight, it actually relates to what I was talking about in this video, but there's more to it, is that I'm always adapting. I listen to my body and I do what my body wants. Like I was saying, I get to this point where I just feel like I should lose weight. So I lose weight, my body responds favorably. Then I feel like, oh, I should gain weight. I gain weight, my body responds favorably. The same thing when you're in the gym and you're lifting some weights. Maybe you need to go lighter and you'll respond favorably. Maybe you need to go heavier and you'll respond favorably. But whatever you do, you need to listen to your body and then try what you think you need to do. Like try what just feels right and see how you respond to it. Because if you just go, oh, well, I need to do 5 sets of 8 reps at this weight, well, that's moronic. No, you need to listen to your body. If you do that 5 sets of 8 reps, and like on the 4th set, you're not getting a good mind-muscle connection, stop. If you're doing that and on the 1st set you're not getting a good mind-muscle connection, go down in weight. But you don't always need a good mind-muscle connection, and you have to build up to that. So sometimes you want to just get that sheer stress on the muscle fibers from the heavy weight. Do that for a while, then lower it down and work on the mind-muscle connection. I find that there's like 3 main things. There's the pump, there's the great mind-muscle connection, which often is accompanied by a pump, and then there's just the sheer stretching force that you put on the muscle fibers. Check out my website, andrewhutchings.org, where you can hire me for consultations, plans, coaching, whatever. Not medical advice, because I'm not a licensed physician, but remember, it's not medical advice if I don't tell you to do it. If I just tell you it, it's medical information. I don't advise you to follow that information. Only people who want to be healthy might want to follow that information. And you know what's really mind-blowing is, like, I'm in medical school, and the other medical students, like, hardly even exercise. They eat cookies all day, and, I mean, can you imagine going to a doctor who doesn't exercise and doesn't eat good? Like, maybe you should go to a doctor who does those things and cares about their health and knows about health. I'm not saying you can't know about health and be unhealthy, but think about it. You probably want to come to me. You want to look like me, feel like me, perform like me. I perform much better than most people in most aspects of everything. Come to me. You want to be lethargic, stressed out, overweight, poor skin, no time for anything besides your work or your school? Go to some other doctor. I'll let you make that decision. Oh, and I have an Instagram, natural_true_fitness, and a book on tendinitis. Just Google it, A Systematic Guide to Defeating Tendinitis. I've got to eat these eggs. Eggs are healthy. It's not all about working out, but about what you give your body to repair your muscles and the nutrients for your overall health.